All right, what is going on, my dudes? So we are back here today for a bit of a different video here. I've never really done one of these like sale predictions and whatnot because I never used to pay too much attention to the sales. But ever since becoming a YouTuber and whatnot and doing it so much more often and everything, I've been buying all the deals, and that's in so much thanks to all your support and everything else. Otherwise I definitely would not be, so thank you so much for that. But anyway, these are always fun videos. I like watching people make them. Like, I'm sure Lags is gonna make one of these as well. He always usually makes like his deal predictions, so it'd be interesting to see like what I think they're going to be compared to like what he thinks they're going to be like, especially because me and him, we play at like pretty much exactly the same level. We do the same stuff where we both play competitive alliance war, we map 7 AQ, we both do legend runs all the time, we smash through content as it first comes out. Yeah, we play the game very similarly. We actually happen to think very similarly as well, except when it comes to like She-Hulk. I like She-Hulk, Lags doesn't, but that's fine. But yeah, anyway, point is though, like, it's going to be interesting to see, what I think compared to what other people think. And it's going to be fun to look at this. And, on July 4th, or I think it's July 2nd is the Friday this year. And it's going to be fun to see how much better this is than the actual deals. Because obviously when you're sitting down making your deals, your wish list, obviously you have like, the wheels start turning, like, ooh, we should put this here, oh my god, and then you start overloading with stuff. And I looked at it before I blanked all the stuff out, and I was like, there's no way it's gonna be this good. But anyway, let's jump into today. So these are like my loose predictions. Keep in mind, these are predictions, these aren't official, and it's probably going to be worse than this because this is a pretty generous spreadsheet here. But up first, we have Peter Parker's Wallet, which is the $5 equivalent bundle here, and I stuffed in 20,000 5-star shards, a tier 2 alpha, and 3,000 6-star shards. Now keep in mind, you can buy 5 of these, so you can get a total of 100,000 5-star shards, as well as 15,000 6-star shards. That's enough to go for one featured 6-star crystal for 25 bucks. Definitely not too bad. The thing is, man, you're going to notice a lot of like 6-star shards and other stuff on here, but when it comes to 6-star materials, man, over the past like literally 45 days, the game economy has changed. There's been I think like 195 generic 6 stones just tossed into the game between Summer of Pain 7.2 and Karina's Challenge and the Gauntlet. And T5CC was just thrown all over the place too, selectors all over the place. So only if you've been like taking a month or two break from the game, this is going to look absurd to you. But honestly, man, just basing off the economy that we have in the game as of right now, I don't think it's too insane. So up next, we're going for the $10 loot bag, right? Star-Lord's loot bag. So for 10 bucks, a Nexus crystal, and then we have 5 plus 2 6-star 6 stones, a total of 10 SIGs for 10 bucks. You can get to 30 of them for 30 bucks. 36. That's pretty much 1 SIG per dollar. And then we have one 10% T5CC crystal for only 10 bucks. I was considering making this a selector, but for $10, I don't know. Because they still sell those for like the selectors for like 50 bucks, which is way too overpriced at this point. But I feel like, 10% for $10 is fair in the economy. Keep in mind, at the end of the day, these are all pixels on a mobile game, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you that any of these are a really good use for your money. If you have the expendable income and you like to spend money on the games you play and entertainment and whatnot, that's what this is. But if you are not in a position, of course, keep in mind that $10 for 10% of a random crystal is probably not the best way to use your money. So just keep that in mind, of course. But I'm sure you already know that if you're watching this video. Keep in mind, these are all going to be for Thronebreaker predictions. I don't really keep up with the economy of the other levels. Sorry about that. But yeah, also half a T5B and 1.5 tier 2 alpha. This could really just be 2 tier 2 alpha there. Alright, so we fixed that, so you shouldn't be able to see it anymore. I'm probably gonna have to put something over here in the editing. So there might be like a black box here in the beginning, so sorry about that if you see a black box. But yeah, so I feel like at this point in the game, 75,000 6-star shards for $90. That might be a bit much. I think actually we can drop this down to 20,000 6-star shards. I think that's more fair, but I think that the 25% T5CC crystal right here, along with 1 tier 5 basic and 4 tier 2 alpha, is definitely not too bad for $30 in the current game economy. And keep in mind, of course, these are still pixels on the phone, so just keep in mind that, you know, if you don't have it, don't spend it. But yeah, guys, so I feel like this is a good view for what what the briefcase could look like in a few weeks on July 4th. Let's move on over here to the Black Panther's Treasure, the $50 value one here. This one right here, the 3-champ class Nexus that we've previously seen in the Odin for 100 back on Cyber Weekend, the price was incredibly reduced during spring cleaning, so I think it's just going to be right here, popped up here in the 50. I even considered putting this in the briefcase, to be honest, because it really was not too priced too highly during spring cleaning, and it's been a bit now, but I think that having this in the Black Panther Treasure, it's a good spot for it, along with 12 plus 5 6-star 6 stones. This should give you 60 SIGs for 50, which is, I think last year they did 35 plus 1s during Cyber Weekend, which was very high at the time. That's not high anymore, but so I feel like this would be a total of 180 for 150, which is definitely not too bad, again, comparatively speaking, along with 20% T5CC Selector, 1.5 tier 5 basic, and a 6-star 1 to 2 gem crystal. So this is going to be a random 1 to 2. And again, keep in mind, these aren't official. So, up next, we have the Odin, the one that so many people have been waiting to see. Now, this was a really hard one to balance out in my mind because we have the newest edition of Tier 6 Basic as well as Tier 3 Alpha. So, it was kind of like, where do I place this? Do I load it up there? Or do we load it up on, like, you know, the rank 3 material still? I don't know. But what I ended up going with here is a 5-champ basic Nexus, which is something I've been thinking about for quite a bit now. I have a feeling it's going to be there when it comes to the Odin now. We got to take that Nexus to the next level. Not quite at the Abyss Nexus with the 10 or even 5 class Nexus yet, but I think that a 5-champ basic Nexus is going to be really good. I've seen so many basic 3-champ Nexus that are just absolutely terrible. I've opened so many that are just absolutely terrible. I'm sure we're going to see so many of the 5-champ basic Nexus that are absolutely terrible as well, but it still gives you 2 extra chances to get a good champion there. On top of that, I also put in a 50% T5CC Selector. Again, these are kind of dropping like whatever nowadays. 3 tier 5 basic and 6 tier 2 alpha, along with a small amount of tier 6 SP and a small amount of tier 3 alpha. Keep in mind gold as well for all of these. So I ended up deciding that I don't think they're going to sell tier 6 basic and tier 3 alpha in a huge amount during this. We saw a big amount in the Gauntlet, but there's also a small amount in like Summer of Pain, and there was a small amount in Act 7. I don't know why there was such a huge amount in Gauntlet, comparatively speaking to the other pieces of content. In Alliance War Awards, at the top, there's a good amount. I feel like that's the amount we'll see here, like maybe 10,000 of each, give or take. I don't think we're going to be seeing rank 4s on July 4th. I could be wrong. I hope we don't, but we'll see. So up next, we are going to have to move over here to the unit deals. Okay? So, of course, I think it's going to just be the same split here. I think it's going to be the 1K, 4K, 10K. Here, we'll move it over a little bit more. And we can even scroll up. Yeah, so this is what I think is going to follow that same format here. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Maybe we can even go like this. How beautiful is that? Gorgeous. All right, so I think it's going to follow the same format, 1, 4, 1, 4, 10. And basically, we'll go in order here. So, for the 1K, I'm thinking just a 6-star Nexus, 10,000 6-star shards, a tier 5 basic, and 2 tier 2 alpha. Pretty cut and dry, pretty simple for just one, 1,000 units. There in the past, there's been a lot of like 5-star materials here, but I feel like it's at the point in the game where Thronebreaker players, even if they're new Thronebreaker players, the 6-star economy is moving so fast along that it's just time to just keep beefing up the 6-star roster, man. This could, this could probably be like 4 tier 5 basic, and look at this, I'm making it more generous, and 1.5 tier 4 basic. That looks better to me. So this is for a nice no-brainer 1K units. Up next for the 4K here, this is where it starts to get a little bit nicer for me. 50 plus 1 6-star SIGs, a 1 to 2 generic gem, 3 6-star Nexus crystals, and 4 25% T5CC random crystals as well. A bunch of RNG in there aside from right here and right here, but You know, for 4,000 units, I feel like that's kind of fair. At this point, it's 5,000 units, so it's kind of the equivalent of a little under $200. So right here, you know, 50 SIGs, 1 to 2 gem, 3 Nexuses, and 425%. When you look at the prices over here, I don't think that's too crazy at all. And up next, we have to go for the 10K, which definitely gets a little bit more generous here again. And we have a full T5CC selector, 25 plus 5 6 stones, which would give you 125 6 stones right there from the 10K. Keep in mind this is 15K total, so if you get all the unit bundles here, it's a total of 175 generic SIGs. And again, I don't think it's too crazy with the economy where we had 195 just given out just in content in the past couple of months. So I think if you throw away 15,000 units for it, I don't think that's too crazy. I think, you know, this is this more than this? It's about equal to this. So this is 180 right here. This is 175. In a perfect world, I would like to see these two be kind of equal. If you're getting both of them, then you're going to be getting a lot of SIGs in this, you know, exact setup, if it happens to look like this. But I just want to play a game where free-to-play players are able to compete with people who just buy the deals as well. But who knows, guys? We'll have to see what happens. But essentially right there, we have the SIGs along with 40,000 6-star shards, just to kind of throw it in there, and then a decent amount of tier 6 basic and a decent amount of tier 3 alpha, because spenders can't get these, but spenders can get these, but free-to-play players can't get these. So I don't think that the large amount should be in the Odin. I think that the decent amount, so I'm talking like 25K of each, still not enough for rank 4s, should be here in the 15K unit deal. That way spenders still have an advantage because they're able to get both, but the free-to-play players, if they have 15,000 units, which does take a very long time to accumulate, they can keep up with that side of the game as well, and it doesn't make the gap too big, which is, it's already so big, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. You guys understand. I feel like a lot of free-to-play players would agree with this as well. But yeah, I feel like this looks pretty good, man. I would pick this up without really even thinking about it, mostly because of this right here. This right here, I'd probably pass on these two. If let me tell you something right now. If it looks like this, then I've just got 10,000 units richer for next time, because I don't know. I'm not too fussed about the rank 4 materials yet, because they're going to keep coming in and coming in and coming in and coming in, you know. And then over here, we have an additional, right? Because, you know, usually there's like a 3K or a 6K or a 5K on top of it. I think it's going to be 2 options at the end. And I think it's going to be for 3K, 6-star Awakening Gem. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a generic class. I don't know if this is going to be choose your class, which is what I think it would be. And then for 6K here, 10 champ basic Nexus, so similar to Abyss, but not class, basic. I would go for this all day, every day. I would go for that Awakening Gem. I'm really banking on like a generic equivalent Awakening Gem on July 4th this year. I'm really banking on it, because we had for a $200 equivalent of doubloons on spring cleaning, choose your class, right, for $200. This right here, 18,000 units, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, that's $600 right there. So it's not crazy at all. It's not crazy at all. It's honestly, at this point, it's not even crazy. But I was going to say, it's not even crazy to put it right here in the 4K. I think a good spot for it is going to be right in the 10K too. I do think we're going to see it on July 4th, whether it's a generic or a choose your class. Because I do just think that after spring cleaning, when it was $200 for a choose your class, I think that having it in the units for, you know, the 10K units is a good spot for it. It gives those free-to-play players a chance to get it, as well as even if they want to go to the 18K over here. But I do think it's going to be in units as well, and I'm kind of banking on it as well. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Just a quick little prediction video. This is probably a lot better than it's going to be, so don't get your hopes up too high for all those SIG stones and 6-star shards and Nexus crystals and T5CC and whatnot. Who knows? We'll have to see. I do expect to kind of be blown away by them. You know, July 4th it took the economy to a new level, Cyber Weekend even more, spring cleaning even more, so I kind of expect the same thing now, and I'm kind of hoping they open the door on 6 stones a little bit. It looks like they've been doing that, but when it comes to sales and stuff, so we'll have to see. Definitely excited to see it. Let me know what you think about these predictions in the comment section below. Do you agree with them? Do you disagree with them? Let me know what you think. I'm very curious. Are you gonna make your own video? Are you gonna make your own spreadsheet? I'm really curious to know. If you do, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, drop your boy a big old like. Comment what you think about this spreadsheet and this sale in the comment section below. Do you agree with it? You think it's too good? You think it's too bad? Would you be going for it? Let me know, because I'd probably be going for like just about all this. But yeah, so let me know in the comment section below, and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that July 4th opening coming to you in a little under 2 weeks, I believe. So it's gonna be pretty exciting. It's gonna be pretty exciting. Seeing you around.